So here we are. So the first ever PSA just ended. Sorry, I'm on vacation right now in the airport. Never stopped working. But anyways, ended at $530. I just wanted to show you what the GPA would be for this exact same one. So this is a PSA 9.8, ended at 530 in auction on eBay. 7-day auction. It's on a Tuesday. So here is what a CGC comparable would be. So for an auction, as you see, the price is kind of trending down for this one. Here's an auction right here, $396, 408. This is probably Heritage. Yep, Heritage. So 408. So yeah, like some of these are buy it nows, all that kind of stuff. You can buy one now right now for probably about let's see, Wolverine Limited 1 9.8 CGC. Let's see what you can buy one currently, just right off the stand, basically. Here, that's an auction one right there. That's the new one. 550 is basically what you can get one for right now. I've seen as low as like 525 for a new one. But yeah, so looking at auction, that's pretty high for an auction. Here's one for 540. Yeah, so that's pretty good for an auction, I would say, for this, for PSA. So very comparable on the higher end, honestly, of CGC. I got a couple more here to look at. Let's get rid of this. All right, here is at number 8 at a 9.6. This is not a 9.8. This is a 9.6. Again, this seems to be pretty comparable to CGC. A 9.6 selling for about 160, and for a 9.6, and this one was one in the 150 range, 152. So that's pretty comparable. This one, a 9.6. Okay, this one at Wolverine 10 is a 9.6, and Wolverine 10, 9.6. Where does that compare? Okay, a 9.8 is going for $100. A 9.8 is going for $100, and this is a 9.6. And it went for a 9.6 goes for $62. Wolverine 10. This is going double price for this one. Wolverine 9.6 PSA went for double the 9.6 price and went for above the 9.8 price. That's crazy. Crazy talk. Here we go, last one. Marvel Spotlight 28. Now, these are all my books that I put up. I was the very first one to put these in auction. So try them out, see how they do. 9.0, I try to do an array of stuff. We also have more on our website, collectorscomics.com, where we have some in a weekly auction and some in our featured auction that starts on Friday. So a 9.0 of this book sells for about $146, as low as $65. This one's selling for $228, so obviously way above. It's selling above the 9.2 price. Okay, you're looking at about a 9.4 price. So this is selling for like a 9.4, and this is a 9.0. So definitely much higher, doing much better. But again, this is kind of like, I guess maybe it could be like a novelty of things, why it's selling for this price. You know, being the first ones out. Like I said, we got these graded. We're the very first ones to get them graded. We got them back. We want to try all different options. So we're going to put them in, you know, we put them in eBay auction, put 4 in an eBay auction. We also put 4 in our weekly auction that ends this Sunday. So if you go to our weekly auction, you can see that we have a couple in here. So if you look at our weekly auction, you can select by PSA. We got a couple here. Got the first Spider-Woman, Spider-Man 32, got this cool X-Men Dr. Doom, and then got First Phoenix. So we do have 4 more that end this Sunday in 5 days. So we'll see how these do. They're pretty low right now, but we'll see. It's still early. They pretty much just went live. We also have a featured auction where we have 1,500 books, and we do have some PSA in here. So if you scroll down the grading company, hit PSA. We got some Spawn newsstands, got a Thor, House of Mystery, just an array of stuff. We got a showcase, number 22, first Green Lantern, first Craven, Dr. Doom, Fantastic Four. This doesn't go live until the 1st, so this Friday. But like I said, we got a bunch of different things. Trying to test out, trying to see how they do. So far, I would say PSA is doing pretty well. I gotta fix this. I would say PSA is doing really well. Some of those books selling for double, going more than a 9.8 price. So far so good. We'll see how this actually pans out. Could be like a novelty thing, being the first out of the gates, but it could continue. But here's the positive thing. Here's the positive thing. When CBCS first came out, they didn't have the novelty of going higher than a CGC book. They weren't going for more. When PGX first came out, they weren't going for more just for like, ooh, new grading company. Think about all the other new grading companies that pop up, like EGS, Vault, like Halo, all those other ones. They don't go for more when they first come out of the gate. So PSA is already going for more when it first comes out of the gate. Will it settle down? Possibly. Will it always command a premium? So here's the thing. In cards, PSA commands a premium over every other grading company by a huge margin. So could this be the new normal? Could PSA always command a margin higher over than CGC? Maybe. Maybe it's a 10. CBCS is 15% less than CGC. That's on the average. That's usually what they go for. So maybe this goes for 10 or 15% more than CGC. If that were the case, it'd be going for like, what, 30% more than CBCS? CBCS is done. And yeah, they won't get enough inventory to keep the lights on. Plus, they're losing a bunch of graders and stuff like that to a new company, which I did a video on. But yeah, so maybe CGC is even in play, where this is the end of CGC. If PSA can command 10 to 15% more in the same grade, or if you literally get a 9.6 and it's selling for more than a 9.8 of a PSA, think about that. Would you ever send it to CGC? No, you wouldn't. So maybe this is literally the end of CGC. I don't think so, but it could be. So anyways, those were our auctions that we just ended. We'll ship them out tomorrow. Obviously, I won't because I'm on vacation. But yeah, let me know what you think. Later.